That the sugar, that they can't put pressure. When
I feel like do
that. So you go home, was reschedule and come by here.
What?
It'll be next week.
So
the thing about the prison already open. They blow action. Anytime the men come to you, tell them say what the lawmaker. Don't have a superintendent commissioner ask for the lawmaker. Joseph Baka send you here to coordinate with me. Now why they say 3 separate and coordinate branches. They not tell you say they can't do my work.
Don't tell me. I will say that too. You take my work, you give it to somebody.
No, I'm not giving your word to anybody. The license you get is required by law, right? You go to the executive, you get a license to come and operate here, to sign agreement on behalf of the citizen. I got to be the first person. Now, not the superintendent, not the commissioner, that the law in this country. But if you power me, go sign agreement and I say no, it will not work. And I tell you the police will not be open today. They can't force it because the lawmaker. And yeah, after 6 years, I want to be senator, I want to be representative, I'll be re-elected.
I'm coming behind you. I want to go because I just.
And I don't know. I always that the sugar, that they can't put pressure.
When I feel like do that.
So you go home, was reschedule and come by here.
What?
It'll be next week.
I'm not here.
So the thing about the prison already open. They blow action. Anytime the men come to you, tell them say what the lawmaker. Don't have a superintendent commissioner ask for the lawmaker. Joseph Baka send you here to coordinate with me. Now why they say 3 separate and coordinate branches. They not tell you say they can't do my work.
Don't tell me. I will say that too. You take my work, you give it to somebody.
No, I'm not giving your word to anybody. The license you get is required by law, right? You go to the executive, you get a license to come and operate here, to sign agreement on behalf of the citizen. I got to be the first person. Now, not the superintendent, not the commissioner, that the law in this country.
Oh, the man who not got it with full GB on in the body camera. Yo, Manda. We are so never Tennessee. We bury our door. We bury door. Yo, doke pastor in the country. Yo, doke imam in the country. Yo, doke young baby children in the world. Yo, Manda. Drumao, we bury door, we bury we Drumao, we bury door, we bury my grandpa, Drumao, because okay, all the people here, yo, Reactionary Tennessee, criminal Baka, gangster do, Do was a gangster, yo. He killed the conscious man and student of the University of Liberia, yo. We bearing though is a contradiction in our history, yo. Reactionary Tennessee, criminal Baka, yo. Any attempt of Baka to rebury though, he will explain history, yo.
Down, sleeping Baka down, rebury though down, come to cross it down, here's to cross it down, man up, commerce, compiers and comprador, men and women of Africa, all years, mass-based, political repository of consciousness, the ever-potent, the insurmountable, the undefeatable, the uncompromising revolutionary vanguard student unification party. So, that made me to bring you greetings from the man who possesses all the tripartite, the triangular section of Africa, all years, and biggest repository of consciousness. In person of comrade ideologue, even that law, mentor, teacher, comrade chairman, Sylvester, we don't. Mr. Boyko's administration, there have been multitude of hypocrisy, hanky-panky, on the false pretense of reconciliation. We want to inform the people of Liberia that a Joseph Boyko that cannot reconcile with a living human being is nicodemously highly beyond a warlord in Master Sati Kamakayando and a condemned protested criminal in wearing our turban on the basis of a reburial ceremony. We want to inform the people of this country that amid hardship, the vampire increment of the U.S. rate, people going to bed without food to eat. The Commander Joseph Boyko is using $2.5 million to celebrate what we call a reburial ceremony of a warlord that is on record for massacring our people.
Lieutenant Tennessee.
Abbas.
Lieutenant Tennessee.
Abbas.
Samado.
Abbas.
Samado.
Abbas.
Samado.
Abbas.
Yo. Massacre. Yo, yo.
Yo. Though as a president of this country is a contradiction history, he is an accident necessity. Let us say this. This is the dog that has left families in this country. Parents without children. Mothers without their babies. Fathers without their homes and their family. Today is celebrated and is paraded around by Mr. Boyko.
Yo. July 29, 1989 report. Yo, yo.
Yo. This is the same dog who read the University of Liberia's campus unremoved or be removed order where student leaders was raped, student leaders were brutalized, they were killed in their numbers, being celebrated by the sleeping government in Joseph Boyko.
Yo.
This is the dog.
People were free. Yo, yo.
Yo. This is the dog, the whole testament of the Lutheran massacre, where today aggrieved family members will commute every year to the Lutheran church to commemorate and remember the children, the family, the pregnant women, the imam, the pastors that were killed on the instruction of Master Sadi Kamekong.
Yo. Burying going, bury all goes in massacre. Yo, yo.
Yo.
We are son alternative.
Abbas.
We are son alternative.
Abbas.
We bury her.
Abbas.
We bury her.
Abbas.
Joseph Boyko.
Abbas.
Joseph Boyko.
Abbas.
Yo. We bury her. Yo, yo.
Yo. We want to inform Mr. Boyko. You can just abuse the resources of the state, but you will not misinterpret history in this country. Comrades, Mr. Boyko reliance is you want to use that as a propaganda
Reactionary tendency.
to get it from East to
Reactionary
South.
tendency.
Abbas.
Reactionary tendency.
Abbas.
Dr. McMahon.
Abbas.
Dr. McMahon.
Abbas.
Dr. McMahon.
Abbas.
Dr. McMahon.
Abbas.
Dictatorship.
Abbas.
Dictatorship.
Abbas.
The Adama.
Abbas.
The Adama.
Abbas.
Yo. Vangabade coming for you soon. Yo, yo.
Yo. Mr. Boyko's quote-unquote reconciliatory effort is not to reconcile Liberia, but it's to cement political capital in the Southeast, basically using Samuel Kayado as a condom for political vote in 2029.
Reactionary tendency. Political sympathy. Political sympathy. Yo. Mr. Boyko, yo, yo.
Yo. Mr. Boyko is using this event to buy political sympathy and capital for the people in the Southeast. He's parading to be a reconciler. This is a man, like I said, that cannot speak to a living human being. It's intended to use a dead body to reconcile a country. That is how contradicting Mr. Boyko is. Who told you a dead body to reconcile the state? Mr. Boyko is distributing poverty on a daily basis. The people in West Point, in Soliway, in Tabata are hungry. Their children are dying from incurable disease. While Mr. Boyko is passing around using tons and millions of dollars to celebrate a warmonger, a murderer towards a mass murderer. Doe was an international acclaimed criminal. This was an individual that killed senselessly without remorse or regret. History has given us a latitude of time to remind Mr. Parker that we know who Mr. Doe is. Today, you can pass around on a sympathy of getting your political vote, but you cannot deceive the people about the history of Mr. Doe. Mr. Doe history in this country is a history that is written in blood and tears of the people. Mr. Doe history.
National Tennessee. Killer Doe. Killer Doe. Records Baka. Yo. Baka 2 is a killer. Yo. He is a human part seller. Yo.
Commerce. Want to say this to Mr. Boycott. That beginning next week, there will be a tons of tsunamis of awareness if the government of Liberia do not abort this national tragedy and calamity that is befalling the state.
Yo, you're the part of the recognition of two party. Yo, you're the part of the recognition of two party. Yo.
The entire reburial venture is a national calamity. It's an abomination for the fact that those who were massacred at the Lutheran Church, bloodstained spears, and cry for vengeance and justice, while Mr. Parker intends to reward the individual that killed thousands of people with a state funeral is an affront to history.
National Tennessee. National Tennessee. Mass atrocity. Killing our people. We forget the Doe.
National
Tennessee.
Historical contradiction. Yo, the program does not understand all of our history. Yo.
Let us say this to the Doe family. To Madam Veronica Doe, Samuel Kanyan Doe, Gino, and the rest. We owe no sympathy for the loss of your father. In amongst we sympathize with you on the passing of Nancy Doe. We owe no sympathy for the passing of Samuel Kanyan Doe. Today, your father that the state is running around with on a quote-unquote political venture is a mass murderer. Veronica Doe must know this. Nobody sympathizes with Doe in this country. Mr. Doe was a mass murderer. This was an individual that split pregnant women to know the babies in their stomachs. We all know sympathy for his passing. We will inform our people in Koyachide, in their minds and in their numbers, not to celebrate this historical tragedy. This is an abominable abomination. The people that were massacred by Doe were Liberians, that their blood are seeking justice. If the Doe family are sincere about reconciliation, let them pray for justice. Not petty hypocrisy or mere sympathy at the detriment of the people only because your father was president. If your father was president and he did the right thing, we will be celebrated. You don't beg for sympathy. The Liberian people know who their leaders are. Who their leaders were. They know who their leaders are. Who their leaders were. Samuel Kanyan Doe, like I said, was an accident of history in this country. This was a man that should not even been around the executive mansion list of people president of this country. But out of historical accident, it was opportune. This was a man that used his portfolio and his position to kill tons and thousands of people in this country. Today, we celebrate about Joseph Boyka only because Joseph Boyka wants to get vote in the Southeast. We will inform the people in the Southeast that political rewards should be given on the basis of a material condition. On the basis that you can go to pay and have food on your table. Not because they want to bring one dead man that died in 1980 to you. Not because they want to get a vote risk control in the Southeast that today they are passing around that they are in sympathy with your son. No! Mr. Boyka is not in sympathy with your son. If Mr. Boyka is in sympathy with your son, let him tell you how many ministers from the Southeast that he's giving you. Let him tell you
And welcome, good afternoon, good morning, good evening to the People's Program. This is the People's Program, the program that brings you up to speed with major happenings in Liberia, Africa, and the rest of our one world. Today is 07012025. Today is Tuesday, the first day of the month of July. And as a matter of fact, you're aware July is a history-making month of the year as Liberia will celebrate another anniversary on the 26th of this month. Today, the 1st of July. Pleasant welcome. Don't forget the geometry of the whole. It must be kept high on the agenda because it involves the majority. And those that come with equity must come with clean hands. As usual on your program, I am your humble servant. I'm J. Nathaniel B. Va. Just call me the ambassador on today. And I'm here today with T. Nicholas Barkley from the production team to make sure that our production is a success on today. We are live on YouTube, Kool Channel 2 on YouTube. We also live on Facebook, Kool at a search handle. You can also find us on our online radio on www.kooonline.com for across the world. And we live also on 91.9 in Liberia. A pleasant welcome. Be with us until 1:30. There are lots of goods in store for us today. There are revelations coming up from the camp there of the Minister of Labor. Just recently he was traveling and saw the Chinese national holding a flag directing vehicles, and he got down to correct the wrong and said Liberia should be the one doing it. On the other side of it, there are revelations coming up today, and folks are now recommending that the LCC launch a serious investigation on the Kool as about 42 Chinese nationals are being to stay in Liberia on a waiver form without acquiring job permits or work permits for 6 months, and they are under supervision, and he are given a warning that if the 6 months expire, they don't take them for Liberia. What is the authority that call? Look at that. Look at the letter and look at the name of those persons in Liberia. And we will be calling on for the fact that they violated Liberian law. We are giving Kool 24 hours. Yeah. But let me say welcome. On the 1st of July 1960, Liberia did not experience any major historical event related to independence or significant political change, as it has already been independent since 1847. 1960 was, however, a pivotal year for most other African nations, signing independence from the colonial rule, and is often referred to as the Year of Africa. Liberia, having been established as a republic in 1847, was a beacon of African republic independence and played a role in supporting other nations' liberations movement. While Liberia itself was in gaining independence in 1960, the broader context of Africa independence movements and the support Liberian provided to them is important to understand the historical significance of that year. Liberia also, that year marked a significant shift into the continent's history, with numerous African nations gaining independence from the colonial power. While Liberia itself was in gaining independence in 1960, it was actively involved in supporting other nations in Africa. In 1920, the 1st of July, Charles D.B. King was inaugurated as president, as the 17th president of Liberia, beginning his first term in a period marked by both progress and controversy. His presidency, which lasted from 1920 to 1930, saw the establishment of the Booker Washington Agricultural and Industrial Institute and the beginning of negotiations with Firestone for rubber plantations, but was also plagued by allegations of corruption and forced labor. Liberia was governed by the Tory party, which has been in power for decades. Charles D.B. King, a member of the party, was inaugurated as president, beginning his first 10 terms. Liberia maintained close ties with the United States, which had played a role in its funding. The United States also had a financial plan proposal for Liberia, which has under consideration at the time, according to historical documents from the United States State Department. The country was grappling with issues of forced labor and exploitation, which could later be highlighted into the investigation by the United Nations, that is the League of Nations, in 1920. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, a pleasant welcome. Today's history is a regular feature in our programs. We bring you happenings into history, and today is another important event that will bring to you what has happened on to the day-to-day basis in history. Today's history is a regular feature in our programs for your listening pleasure. On today, the 1st of July, in 1535, Sir Thomas More went on trial for treason for refusing to accept King Henry VIII as head of the Church of England today. In the Battle of the Boyne, King William III of England defeated former King James II, who was attempting to take back the throne in 1690. Today, July 1st, in 1863, the Battle of the Gettysburg, one of the most important battles of the American Civil War, began today, the 1st of July in 1863. Today, in 1903, the first Tour de France began. The race went on to become cycling most prestigious and difficult event on today. The United States Postal Service instituted the Zone Improvement Plan Code, commonly known as the zip code, today the 1st of July in 1963. 5 years after that, the United States, the United Kingdom, the USSR, and 59 other states signed the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty in an attempt to halt the spread of nuclear weapons today in 1968. In 1979, Sony began selling its Walkman, a portable cassette player, an international sensation. The device changed the way people listen to music today, 1979, on the 1st of July. 1997 today, the 1st of July, the Crown Colony of Hong Kong officially reverted to Chinese sovereignty, ending 156 years of British rule. Today, the 1st of July 1997. On the 1st of July today, 2002, the International Criminal Court, established to prosecute and adjudicate individuals accused of genocide, war crimes, and crimes against humanity, began sitting. 2002, the 1st of July. In 2004, 2 years after that, the iconic American motion picture and stage actor Marlon Brando, the most celebrated of the metal actor, died today at the age of 80. In 2020 today, the North American Free Trade Agreement, the NAFTA, a controversial trade pact that took effect in 1994, was replaced by the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, called the USMCA, today in 2020. Today, the Dominion of Canada established. The Dominion of Canada was formed this day in 1867, an event subsequently celebrated as an annual Canadian holiday. Its current name, Canada Day, was adopted in 1982, marked by parades, fireworks, and the display of flags on today. Diana, Princess of Wales, the British princess, was born today, July 1st, 1961, in the St. Ringham, into England. She died on the 31st of August, 1997, at the age of 36 in Paris, France. On today, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, a pleasant welcome. Be with us until 1:30. There are several revelations out on today. Remember the The 55th National Legislature endorsed the findings of the GSC report concerning several government institutions coming up. And today, again, some alleged information have placed Councillor Kool in a very deeming position that civil society groupings, state actors are now calling for the comprehensive investigation by the LACC. On the flip side, just days after the former Chief Justice of Liberia, Siane Chief Justice Siane Ewell celebrated her 70th years of birthday, thereby ending her tenure as the Chief Justice of Liberia. The president has appointed someone who will be serving in that position, and we are getting reports that there are mixed reactions from corners about the president's appointment, appointing Chief Justice, Associate Justice, who become Chief Justice now, Chief Justice Yemi Kwekwebese. He was born on the 3rd of May 1959 into Compass City, Nema County. He served as Associate Justice. He also a 1979 alumni of the Dolo Memorial High School in San Nicolas there. And he's being seen as one of Liberia's seasoned legal luminary. Upon he being called to serve on, there were this issue about which several folks were questioning why the president have to move the route he did to appoint Yemi Kwekwebese. Remember, he was one of those persons, he was the only person on the full bench of the Supreme Court who had a dissenting view regarding the Supreme Court statement in the Bill of Information that was filed involving the majority and minority bloc issues there. He had a dissenting view upon, and there were several questions as to why others associate justices were not. This question about the concern about during the former days, the days of the former president, that Associate Justice Mawolo was to be the one to sit on the seat of the steady affairs, but the tide turned, and it was Chief Justice, Associate Justice Siane Ewell who took the position. And the fact that she was 68 years old at the time provided her stay there just for 2 years. And now Associate Justice Yemi Kwekwebese has now been the one appointed by the president to steer the affairs. And there were several arguments, there were several points about who the decision would have been. There were names from outside the country. As to those who will serve, we heard the name of Jerome Verdier. We heard several legal luminaries' names that were called on, and some said it was Shannon Clinton Johnson. Some said there were other associate justices, but we are far across that process now. He's now being appointed to serve in that position, and he'll be sent out to the Senate, and the president has called on the Senate to act swiftly in confirming the nomination, underscoring the urgency of filling the vacancy at the level of the Supreme Court leadership. There are several important issues I will be, like I said to you first, let's just take a deep of seeing, listening to who really he is. He was born in 1959, the 3rd of May in Compass City, Nima County. And the nominee, he hold a B certificate in language art and social study from the Kakata Rural Teacher Training Institute in 1983. And he hold a BA in public administration in 1988. He obtained a Bachelor of Law, LLB, from the UL Louis Arthur Graham's School of Law in 1998, and was admitted as a counselor at law in 2002. He also had several other non-legal expertise that he hold upon. A language art teacher, MCSS, from 1984 to 1989. A research analyst, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs from 1989 to 1990. A director of claims and benefits at NASCOP, 1996 to 1999. Into his legal expertise, he served as a legal counsel, Ministry of Labor, 2001-2003. A legal counsel, National Elections Commission, 2003 to 2005. A managing partner, the TLR Law Associates, in 2005 to 2009. A legal consultant at the Ministry of Justice, 2009 to 2014. Relieving judge in 2015 to 2022. And served as Associate Justice from 2022 to present, where he be nominated on the 30th of June 2025 as an Associate Justice from 2022 up to June 30th, being appointed or nominated for the post of Chief Justice upon. And he succeeded retired Chief Justice Shannon A. Yuo, who turned 70 on the 26th of June. And as per law, that's how it is. So looking at our law in the state, and there's a question coming up. First, I said a lot of our laws never revisited. You know, former Chief Justice Shannon Yuo served, other than Chief Justice Francis Kool, who served for several years, a decade as Associate Justice, come on, Chief Justice for several years, there at about pretty close to 18 years or more there, but Associate Justice Shannon Yuo spent 2 years upon several years as Associate Justice. So serving on an Associate Justice, as a Chief Justice now, he is 66 years old. So exactly from the day he was appointed or nominated, he has about 3 years, 11 months, 1 day to retire. And this was one of the issues that was considered on the bench. Some are having just 2 years, 3 years to retire, and he having 3 years, pretty close to 4 years. That would take him up to 2029. So he then became a favorite, the president. So what time he retired will be when he served his time for all to know. For 1,431 days from the 30th of June, he will have to serve his people and serve well. I know some of you have a lot of memories with former Chief Justice Shannon Yuo. She said the law is the law. When I can recall, the former Chief Justice said the law is reasoning. When she came, she said the law is the law. And she had a day with several legal matters upon. Let me say good afternoon. Thanks to all of you for joining me on today. It's important. I will take a very short break. When I come back, we'll dive into the issue. As a matter of fact, you're aware, several audit reports are out and is raising a lot of noise around. And Liberia now are now calling on for reports as the GAC, that is the General Auditing Commission in Liberia, regularly submitting reports to the legislature where they are focusing on the financial management and performance of various institutions upon. But there's this issue, there's this allegation that's come up on the Labour Minister Kool. We will look at that. And remember, Councillor Kra has been, I hope that the communication team are listening, because every time that's the only time they can call. Yeah, Fetch Bay, former Parker man, our own man, he there, as one of the deputy director into the news area in the President Public Affairs. I hope you will call too, because every time you hear this, last time when I said that, Councillor Kra had to revoke a lot of work permits, revoke a lot based upon the pressure. He said no. When I said to him that the lot of information we have placed on the radio is important, that you come, you pay some money, he said, I will not coerce the institution to pay money. That's what he said. Those are the allegations he leveled on us. But well, it's our job to inform that people this happened here. So there are other allegations that have been revealed about Councillor Kra again. I'll take a break and I'll show it to you. Good afternoon.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you so much.
I want to thank Mrs. Tampa for this investment. Several times it was easier to describe this area because it was a pink building. And every time, why in the world you go for pink? Well, the pink building, you see. But you know, that Ruto said it all. First, as a family. And when Dr. Tama tells you, his dad, we're not talking about, I mean, we're 5 brothers. As the Kitsi people, I'm the 5th. His father came right after me. So today I'm the only one left. But even before then, the schooling and everything in the family has been my responsibility, medical college and everything. We're very proud that he turned out to be who he is. That went to the state, his dad went there with him. We lost him in 2018. At the same time, we lost many other things. But we want to say thank you so much for this investment to provide healthcare services for people. Dr. Kool said.
Joining me on today, welcome back. Let me say thanks to our folks. Let me take this down. Thanks to our folks for watching us live. Dinwa and Jerry said, always on Nema County. Dinwa, thanks for your viewership. And Dinwa said, Dinwa Jerry Zogu in Nema County. Thanks for the show. Thanks for the update. Thank you. Anthony Yapa just joined me. He said, historical ambassador, thanks for the unique program. I'm watching from Charlesville behind the airport, Maggie County. Yeah, thank you, Anthony. And David Ritchie said, Nathaniel, thanks for the great job. Keep up. You will be remembered in Mama Liberia. John T. Bayan said, I'm watching from Johnsonville. Thanks for the show. Samuel Gate says Samuel Gate is watching with you. Thank you, Samuel. And Luther Lumeni Saki Jr. say, my name is Luther Lumeni Saki Jr. Watching for rehab. So thank you for coming on the show today, Mr. President. Be it first president and do the right thing. Fiercely, that's what he wrote here. He said, do the right thing and let the law be the law. Together we move. Let God bless and save Liberia. Okay, Luther, thank you. Jojo Howard Jr. said, the name remain constant. I'm following you from my Tubu Road, Morovia. Thank you for the show. Tubu Road and Impians, but I am Morovia. George Dio Robertson said, Mr. Van, watching you from Accra, Ghana. Thanks for the update, senior comrade. Thank you. Emmanuel Blackie, Tubu Road. And Emmons Omega Johnson said, FDA community. Darlington Bryant Idima, he said, from my comfort zone, Banas Farm, precisely. And Edwin Ho, Winho Matthews. I said from Lover Street LBS. Prince Plata Kool, Bernard's Farm, Peloton Committee, thanks for the show. And Zondo Livingstone Jackson said, Real Light, thanks for the update every day. Let God continue to bless you. That turned forward to many for the Labor Minister. Liberia deserve better. Papi Bellepie said, I'm watching from Real Light, precisely Hanja Plaza. And Mo Tupa said, Mount Barclay, Gibson Cooper. He said, I'm watching you from Capital Bypass. Thank you, Gibson, my brother. Honorable Joel Clark-Winnie said, Congo Town, from the Commissioner of Congo Township, from the Office of the Commissioner of Congo Township. Mohammed B. Barr, he says, Suffolk Community, Congo Town. So for the update, Lima B. Colley, and said, information via, please keep doing the Liberian people job at your best. And happy pre-birthday to me, July 15. Happy pre-birthday to you. David Boakai said, watching from Bilegli, Nima County. Thank you for joining me there. David Boakai said, Bilegli in Nima County. Emmanuel Kilima, always following us. 72nd community said, thank God for my Liberia. Otello Grace Pitney said, Ambassador Boakai, remember President E.G. Raw, who was also killed in cold blood. Anyway, this is Boakai project. He's watching what GS wrote. Elijah B. Beeman said, I'm watching from the tailor shop this afternoon. Let me just thank you all of you are watching me, and it's important. You can also share the video and invite others. Let's talk something very, very important here. You know, the work permitting, the House and the law of the Senate is beyond Kupokra. We got another allegation and hooked on. And the reason why we are bringing this out to the public is because 42 Chinese nationals, they have come to work for a private company. But then they have written Council of Accra that he should carry on a waiver process for them. You know, this 10,000 work permit issues, foreign national for jobs that they are Liberians qualified to do in Liberia has raised a lot of concern. And now, this time around, why Council of Accra is under scrutiny? This time, there is another allegation of corruption. And we want to say thanks to the outlet, the Veritas, who have started this investigation upon. We are giving the credit. I want to say thanks to them, and it's up. And I will show you the letter that was written to Kupo Kra. I will read it to you. You listen to this. Now, the letter that was sent to Minister Kra, who got it is out. This letter is asking that Minister Kra grant a fee waiver for 42 Chinese nationals that are under a private company. It's called the Bengali PTE Limited in Congo Town here. It's a BANGALR, Bengali PTE Limited in Congo Town. The company wrote Council of Accra that they are requesting for a temporary work permit, a fee waiver from Kupokra. Is this accepted under the law that people call for fee waiver and that they are covered in a certain period of stay here? Imagine they are coming to do work here. They are coming to carry on the construction. And this is being questioned as to whether this is an act of due diligence or is it a legal justification that the minister approved 6 months exemption from the required government fees. 6 months. I said they ain't Liberia. I have not heard this before. Either you hear illegally, but if you don't ask the government to the ministry to give you 6 months exemption. That you stay here 6 months, you just pay small thing, or they give you waiver that you can just stay here 6 months, do the thing you want to do, and you must go back. It's sad. But we're asking the question. Now, this paper alleged that each of the 42 waivers was secured through a direct payment that the media gave Minister of Christ something, and they be here, they work here, and when they turn their 6 months, they expected to be here for that time, they must go back. And they said they gave, each of the people allegedly gave $250. So calculate 250 times 42. I will take my team to do that. We'll get that figure. So it is important to know that no legal framework exists to support the issuance of such waiver or temporary permit for foreign nationals or foreign workers to come and work. And I get to stay here. If the man can stay here, just walk a boy and want to see tourist side, move around, he got to pay something. But for him to just be here free, I don't keep by himself. But for him to act this is what I'm asking now. This entire process, there have been a lot of allegations about construction areas, people who authorize permits or waiver. Is this how it's done? The last time you heard that Minister Pratt was on every something very much important. Somebody say they are a CEO. What kind of CEO? When you go low, the man is an accountant. Somebody work at a warehouse supervisor. When you go low, he doing different work. But you get that one at the job title you get. So these jobs are jobs that I can do. I found a video to you to show. Just recently, Mr. Pratt was traveling and he stopped. He saw one challenge. Normally the flag, they can have the red and the green. One to tell you stop and go ahead to get the traffic there at the moment the road construction going on. And he stopped. He said, "But they men should not be doing the work that librarians should be doing it." And the folks said that the person that was doing it is not around or never came to work or sick. He said, "But if somebody said that the Chinese will do is one you people that Liberian and joining everything is like they were even lying." You see, but I'm trying to defend the man too. And this is how it is. So is it that this is bringing another question? That is it that unauthorized permit or waiver has been been used that the minister can use it and give it to people, they stay in Liberia and work, and whatever money that these people pay should go to national coverage. But is it acceptable that they give money that go to the minister personally? Because actually last time I was asking about work permit, they said it's a process that goes through the LRA. So now, pundits are saying that there have been several issues, alleging that there have been several issues reportedly that are subcontractors from different companies, like PSR, AFCOM, and others, they are benefiting from this similar waiver thing. The year. Maybe some people ask for 6 months, some people can ask for 1 year, some people ask for 1 year, 2 years. Like that. And it's not a lesson that these are some of the issues. And this is also depriving Liberians from working. And the government to get deprive the government from getting these rightful revenues that will help us go through. You know, sometimes when we say the simple feeder, but this is the right way that help Liberia as a country. We can't continue to rob ourselves. We can't. The other people can do it to you. You can't go in other people and say, "Just give me waiver. I work here for 1 year or 6 months." They will not do it. They won't. My good friend went to Dubai. His 90 days when it got expired, he ran away. He said, "Man, I even want because the moment that 90 days pass, you stay there, you will know that you're going to get a problem." You see? is very much important. It is. Now, folks are saying that these allegations are coming up about Councillor Crack should not be one to be taken lightly. Why not the LSCC come in and investigate Mr. Crack? And no, because this is also good for him and his name. This kind of allegation should not always be coming up by him. Let him be clear. Let him be, if he's not doing these things, let him be clear. Be seen as someone who's doing the right thing, not just somebody who's doing something different. Let the LSCC launch a full-scale investigation into the matter. Let the LSCC launch a full-scale investigation into the matter, because we can't continue doing this. That actually will hurt the country. You see, we can't continue doing such. And this is what, like I said to you, I'm going to read the letter I was sent. I will read the letter here, and as I proceed, that I know about this. Yeah, because Liberia deserves better. Good afternoon. His return letter is, I'll read it too for you. Okay. This was the letter that was sent here. It says May 12th, 2025. It's the Honorable Minister of Labor, Kool Town, subject application for temporary work permit. It says, your Honorable Minister, we present our compliments and respectfully request your esteemed office to grant temporary work permit for the persons listed in the attached documents, thereby enabling them to obtain legal working permits in accordance with the Decent Work Act of the Republic of Liberia. As an associate and implementation subcontractor of China Union Investment Liberia, Bond Mines Company Limited, the Bengali, or the Bengali, I'm seeing the letter here, okay, it's BANGLR PTE Limited. is currently constructing a mining and a processing facility at the Bon Mines former district. They're constructing it. So the only way I want to bring a concentrator processing playing our country now, so they will be doing it wherever I complete that, so they be there, so they can be doing the process here. But we will Liberian benefit. Let's go. It said to accelerate the progress of this important project, we have mobilized a team of experienced technical personnel from China to work in collaboration with local Liberian workers. And the Liberian workers will hire at the airport now. They will not get Liberian people, no, but they are technical Liberian construction firm here, like a rest money things. They say these technicians were selected based on their qualifications and expertise, and they are playing a critical role in ensuring the timely and successful completion of the project. Most of them are expected to return to China upon project completion in the near future. Now you're telling us that you want 6 months. How do we know that they will finish the work in 6 months time and go back in 6 months time? Listen again. It says spontaneously, we are also assessing their adaptability and their performance for potential long-term assignment in Liberia. Now, when they decide now to keep people in the country, by the time they will come, but if 6 months will give them, a waive off 6 months will give them. They must be here and work. In line with the labor law and regulations requirements of Liberia, we kindly request the issuance of 6 months temporary work permit for the 2 Chinese technicians named in the attachment. We are sincerely grateful for your continuous support and cooperation, and we look forward to your favorable consideration of this request. Yours faithfully, kind regard, Zing Meng, management, the Bengali. I'm seeing the Bengali here again, but I've seen the letterhead is BANGLR. Then I'm seeing under his name here, manager, I'm seeing BANGALR. So maybe they know what they're doing. Now they can do it, confuse that. So there's a letter that I wrote the minister, and later was written on the 12th of May 2025. May 12th, 2025. Now the minister wrote them. The minister wrote Liberia, public work May 12, Zingman, management, Bengali PTE Limited, Town, Liberia. Dear Mr. Neng, it's NRNG. He said, I refer to your letter dated May 12, requesting the Ministry of Labor for a waiver of work permit to allow listed foreign staff who will be working for your company for 6 months short-term assignment. Accordingly, your request is hereby granted at the Minister writing for the foreign staff listed below beginning May 13, that the time they will stay now, May 13, 2025 to November 13, 2025. If you will not, no, we are coming with this call. It says, if you do not provide this ministry with evidence that the said foreign staff or staffs have left the country, the alien registration will send you a bill and you will be expected to settle the full payment. So what the payment, the money they say that elections that they gave me is a crack 250,000 each of them money. So a lot of money not going to government. So the only time they will pay, except when the 6 months expire and they stay here, then they will pay the money. This is not why, like brother say, this is time that the LSCC carrying out full-scale investigation on the labor minister here. The name of those people are here with their passport number, they're all here. And if you look at the page there, you see what I'm talking about. Zing, Jim Lin, Gao Dila, Zing Jing, Fang, Washiring, Yang, Jing Sheng, Dai, Xin Xiao, Song, Jing Hua, Lu, Gui Jing, Ching, and all that. For the two, plenty. 42 of them here in Liberia. to be given this. Liberians, what's your take? And he wrote a letter and said, wishing you success in your investment in Liberia. Kind regards, very truly yours, Councillor Kool, W. Senior Minister. And well, this is where we are, Liberia. This is where we are. Is this how? Is there any legal justifications about this? Is it that what they are coming to build here, Liberians, construction firms are unable to erect those structures? Mind you, like the GSC has uncovered several reports. Like, listen to the asset recovery and property retrieval team, that there was they got several names that property was erected in this country, and for reports should be monies to carry on projects, but these money was directed for personal issues, and now they are about to bring up to unearth those lists of folks who have been caught in a lie. And if we continue as this, imagine 24 days from now, after today, or 25 days after today, Liberia will be celebrating another year. We'll be celebrating another year, taking us long, long into existence, that we will surpass several countries, and all of these countries they are far developed than us. And it is just by these principles, these laws that they have in our country, that they are following. And with us, ours is just going in air. We allow folks come here, they bring dredges, they lie to us, they put those dredges over the water, they start to mine our sand, and even the process, there are some reported issues that in those dealings, our minerals are found there. They take those machines carrying our country for washing or repair other issues. They are living nuts. And we are allowing these people to come in our country. Say we don't know. The minister is currently battling with this 10,000 work permits for foreigners. Jobs that Liberians can do, are capable of doing. So some people are not saying, hey, this thing, this is too long. I'm also hearing that the government prosecutor have filed a motion with the Supreme Court requesting that former Chief Justice Shannon Yu to recuse herself from presiding over this economic sabotage trial involving former Finance Minister Samuel Tuer and other folks. So she should move on because the 26th of June, she clocked 70 years. And some are saying even our laws, we need to look at our law, because like right now, like before, when we reach 70 years, that's the time you have reached at the age with dossier of knowledge. That's the time we should depend on you for your judgment. But now, you reach 70 years, you're still strong, they will retire you, you go sit down with all the knowledge, you go back for again, and we start looking for another more folks. But what are 70 years? You know, first others are complaining about 60, 65 government time, then going to 70. Can we take it to 80? There are other folks, but 80, 70, 75, 80, they're still strong. Because if you can see the president that is of this age strong and still stirring the affairs of the country, we can see people 80 years and still serving some other positions. But now the benchmark is 70. So we have a time to extend this period, because there are our folks, some of them when they reach 70 years, they are very strong. They can still help us. But the laws will forbid them. They have to be on the side and we retire to a private life, whereas they can still provide their own quota to the country. So it is important, folks are saying, let's look at our laws. And our laws, if amended, will still give several other Liberians to afford the ability to continue. But that's where we are, Liberia, another company. So Liberia asking, does the Ministry of Labor has the right to grant anybody a waiver? Is there any law that of his reliance? Because to bring point, if you come here, government should benefit from you. Government should benefit. And if you check this, let me go to my calculator here. If you check this, 250 times 42, that's good money. You have about 10,000 plus. Now, if he now is granting this and he giving money or such reportedly to him personally, where do the country stand? So it means that those people, for the two persons, if 20 say yeah, we're going back, or the post say yeah, go back and go back, the 22 that will leave now, that's the time start the process 22 to say yeah, can't get work permit now, can't go to government, go to LRA, go file the document with 1 day. What kind of work they put to now? They stay in the country. They're saying qualified technicians, and Liberian will work with that. Liberian will be the helper. And you will see that most of the time these jobs they can't do, they will bring Liberians to start doing it. They all post the men who they say you are a technician started to serve as supervisor, just standing there with him and bar smoking cigarette all day, and Liberian people doing the work. Then they'll be giving the men plenty of money, then they get Liberian men small money. Then he's not even paying government anything to stay in this country here. This is where we are, Liberia. And these are the issues that we are on. And folks are now saying it is about time that attention be turned to this ministry or the minister so that he can be able to answer some question. Let the LCC come up and ask this, carry on a thorough investigation. It's also good for him because these kind of rumors, it will clear his name. The last time for us, you know, because different thousand, yeah, he hit the papi, that was behind for job being the only one, so you see there. And here we are. How long will we continue with these allegations? Allegations come on people, the next day is gone. Those money would be money to pay government $10,000, it can help us. Those men pay that 6 month time when they want come to get work permit and they come here to pay something. Or why we gonna make them that process and work permit? If you get 6 months, you want where you go about their business. But now, from 10,000 work permits, now we come to 42 Chinese national that they asking for a waiver. And we get reported that they gave the minister $250 each. And Charlie wrote it on the 12th, last year 12, he wrote them back and said, starting from the 13th to the 13th of November, 13th of May, 13th November, they push BA. If any of them stay here, the 13th of November end. Those yesterday list of everything. Why we say listen now they pay? Oh man, sometimes these things hurt a lot. How many of these people are in the country here that they gave a waiver on? They didn't have work permit. How many of them? They just living here. Or how many of them asked for the waiver, they pay, but they just living here now. They ain't paying nothing. In other countries, you know, you can't live there as such. Oh my God, sometimes it becomes so pathetic when you get over these kind of things here. Yeah. Oh Jesus Christ. We need to really wake up. This country deserves better. This country deserves better. This country deserves better. I'm going to take a break here and When I come back, we'll go to the lines and say your own. Let's hear you say this. What's your take in these issues we are faced with here? Good afternoon. Let me take this break here.
We were 5 brothers. As the Kisi people, I'm the third. His father came right after me. So today I'm the only one left. But even before then, the schooling and everything in the family has been my responsibility, medical college and everything. We're very proud that he turned out to be who he is. That went to the state, his dad went there with him. We lost him in 2018. At the same time, we lost many other things. But we want to say thank you so much for this investment to provide healthcare services for people. Dr. Kool said it all. In fact, one of the things when Dr. Kool took over, I told her, let's set up a system, go into these hospitals, inspect them, because most of the hospitals here, you go there, you feel sick, you see rats, roaches, and all that. We have to be very strict on that. Please, that hospital should not be where you have nurses watching Nigerian movies and people dying. Because that's what happened. We think the building is the function. It's not. The service. People want to go to the hospital to get well. We'll go there. They want to see.
Today, South Africa at least 10 dead in the Eastern Cape floods as rescue efforts continue upon there in South Africa, and the Cameroonian Marine conservationists trained as scientific divers are up on, and also the detained Chadian opposition leader, they are claiming success on him, and they're into Goma today. Solar panel bring lights and hope into the Dosho neighborhood there into the DR Congo upon today. And outside Liberia, Moose and Donald Trump dispute continue as Moose criticizes upon the United States president is former close ally billionaire Elon Musk, and once more on the rift path after Moose criticized Trump's signature spending up on there. And the United States and China signed a trade deal agreement, rare earth assets. The United States and China have signed an agreement on trade where President Trump says on Friday the deal will give the U.S. company easier access upon LeBron James to become the first NBA basketball player to play 23rd. The 40-year-old exercising the $52.6 million option in his contract to remain with the LA Lakers until the season ends in April upon. And the Moroccan Museum opened doors for free for inspiring young people into Morocco. And across Morocco, the museum opened their doors for free, inviting young people to explore their roots. It's part of the 4th night of the museum team up on there. But we say thanks to all of you. Let's now go to the lines to talk to our callers upon. This is where we are. Let's talk to you. Good afternoon. Your first caller on the line. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Nathaniel.
You're welcome.
This is Cook. I got Cook from the city of Idita.
You're welcome.
Thinking about the total discussion, like this issue you're flagging is very much, as you all may know, Councilor Prayer is a devilish man.
Oh, I got to take with him, I'm in the storm.
But then the people who throwing a rock and hiding their hands. This man does not share the vision of the president. He does not share the vision of the president. The arrest agenda is not in that.
But the president, Cook, the president still feel comfortable with the partnership with the minister into the government, the president still feels that loyalty upon with him.
Look, the man is using what permit as a way and means to generate funds for his personal gain.
And that man, he got another political ambition too. Also.
Not presidential ambition. Any man who has a presidential ambition, you should do things in the interest of the nation.
Yeah, like Sarah Beslow Yanti, who is there at the foreign ministry. She have a president. She ran last election, but she's following the president agenda and making sure that things work.
So again, she share the vision. But these are people who do not share the vision. They are just there misleading people, misguiding the entire process. And so when we look at the money in the inquest, so 10,500 black election. Jeffrey, you know how many people you can power on a daily basis? You know how long?
Yeah.
But there's share wickedness.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Let me talk to others. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Carl.
You're welcome.
It is funny calling on police academy. Mr. Fa, I really wonder what is going on with Liberia. In other countries, it is best when that runs government. But why Liberia is always on the opposite, always on the contrary?
Yeah.
It is very, very much frustrating. And what is about this guy, this Cooper brother, what Cooper brother knows that no other minister can talk in this country. That you be people at this level. About a month or two ago, Cooper, according to him, when he came there, he gave people ultimatum that we don't want to see no talking no machine. And I even wrote, I said, the ultimatum he gave them, he will never go to his office. And up to now, we are not hearing of Cooper. Today, if you go here, you give a day for yesterday. After what is up that man, the man doing direct truck of that man. It's all time what you said, they want to pay them money, put it in uniform, they are all employees. So stay on the road. And everything are working, they are watchful, and they are looking at it, and it got nothing to do. But at the end of the day, when they sit, they are leaders. But God will deal with them.
Okay. Let me talk to another caller. Good afternoon. Thanks, my brother. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, big brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
I join you from the University Thinker. Firstly, let me speak to Minister Cooper. I want Mr. Cooper to get a short tattoo on his team. Where I was, the guy that will come and will start to intimidate the workers that, oh, you need to get permit. In fact, the guy can go to the extent of even facing permit for you where we work. So then you take note of that. Probably the letter you read, probably it will be done by somebody. Because I experienced it.
Yeah, but it's an allegation. It's an allegation that is for the two Chinese nationals in the country. So it's reported.
Yes, I know it's an allegation, but what I'm trying to say is that guys are on the scene. They intimidate my bosses to the extent while engaged at the entrance, and we have one or two exchanges, and they said that, oh, we'll come back next time. You know, the three of us will not be eating for you. Since they left, we'll have that exchange. You come back. So what I'm saying here is that the minister should take note. He should have people deploy at this drug construction site. Even in Montreal here, they got people parading. One Mohammed Kane is the modern. Is there that they were too smart. Only Mohammed Kane showed me a Alika. Nextly, I want to tell God Almighty, thank you for this mission. God is revelating to us. Mr. Christ spoke this morning on one of our Facebook programs saying that it is reduction to give people permit. Then he mentioned refugees. And a few hours now, you come up with a kind of story. So are the Chinese nationally refugee or are they real refugees? Thank you for having me.
Okay, listen, people came to build a mining facility in former district Bon County. That's what they came for. Yeah, good afternoon. Go ahead.
I'm Erickson Hayes, calling for Kool Village. Yeah, my brother did our minister. He's very one for the family. He's one for the business. I'm just now, it's not keeping on work for that work. Because we didn't of this project, we didn't work. So you don't take our work and give it to Chinese people or give it to Indian people. What I want for? See, you for the show, my brother.
You're welcome. Let me talk to another caller. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
This is scholastic and that essence I joined you from the embassy of Boy and Yamura, Chicago Patrick of the afternoon. Yeah, the historian, but I want to thank you so much this afternoon for the talking point. And more especially you have to do with the chief. You know, what you are saying is true. I think the government had about it, but I think they have to consider that issue. Looking at age 70, that's a global example. Simple example. The former Chief Justice.
Francis Kool.
Hello?
Yeah, Francis Kool. Is that what is he?
Okay, Chief Justice Francis Kool. Look at it. He's 70 and now he's very capable. He's moving all around here. Even very strong.
But even look at the just relieved Chief Justice Shannon Yu. Shannon Yu is very young. She's still strong.
Yeah, Shannon Yu is the outgoing Chief Justice. She's very young. I think the government have to look at that issue, have a referendum on that issue, and try to adjust the case even to 75 or instead of 80.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Prince Maker. We have to work calling from the report to be
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Mr. Kool, this is a very message to you. If government gave you a job to have passion for it, don't sit in the office and just regard on those that are on the field. Not so. Because they will continue to score. Because this guy, they can even pronounce with those foreigners. So just getting most of those stores in real life. I don't know what is going on. Those stores, they can vote in it, they bring our brothers and sisters. That's what the Nigerians supposed to do. They are doing it, even those very shop. Then our neighbor is responsible to at least carry on, observation on those people. But nothing. Our brother right here. There's a security guard that's serving never business soul. The freaking soul there. You can imagine the people when they started the fish that on the ground. I went there and see the fish that on the ground. The man will collect it and put it in the plastic for him to carry to his family to eat. Because what the salary is not enough, I even ask me, the salary is not enough. That is slavery, we're living in our own country, there is a slave. So Minister Kool, I beg you please, I know that you are working, but there are some guys that are trying to spoil your needs.
Okay.
Please get on your
Okay. Good afternoon. So please get on your knees. Please get on the field, Mr. Kool, and uncover the true essence of your job. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you very much. My name is Benedict Smith, the leader of the Concerned Motorcycle Advocacy Group. I want to say thank you for the topic on the discussion. I want to speak directly to the issue that have to do with the Honorable Kool. I know some of us as a Liberian, we are talking for government of great avenue for a job. And the job is there and minister taking it, giving it to people. You know, I was very, very surprised indeed to see NDR for the youth. NDR youth to have press conference against Darrell Dillon, saying Darrell Dillon's talking against Kool. And someone has said to understand that the job they are giving the foreigners today, they're supposed to go there. But instead of they talking against it, they believe in the individual themselves. So it's very, very bad for our country. Thank you very much for having on the show.
Thank you, my brother. The very people that the folks can be speaking for are the very ones that can support other activities. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, good afternoon to God. This is the voice of Jeremiah, therefore, to cover community now. Now you see, Liberia is going to be a place where issue of too much loyalty, partisan is taking all Liberia. The people that put out of this, the farm and the president, they can go away. So you can't be there to be complaining every now and then. If the president actually not hearing you, by the end of the day, you still couldn't do the wrong thing. They don't say, what if the president is doing, well, let them go. There are all qualified people, it's not about even Myanmar or even somewhere else. Like, because all we have, we don't have here for policy in this country. So if you do the wrong thing, let him go. Let people come and do the rebel thing. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Yes, Liberians have to work in the interest of Liberians. Liberians have to work in the interest of fellow Liberians. Liberians deserve jobs, and Liberians they are qualified Liberians. Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead.
All right, you are on our repeaters and Najani from the People's Republic of Myanmar. Thank you for the topic on discussion this afternoon. Brother, you said something when it came to the retirement of the Chief Justice position. People saying that age is too young, but for me, I agree about that age. Yeah, because they get all of people that are going to school, that learning that position. So they are said to when they have to get it too. So we see person that we see people are talking to you that the time is too short for that person. That we see people that in the tomorrow will be talking that as in me. So I beg you, that time for me I'm missing with it.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that suggestion now, because those positions for elder people who have walked through the vine and have seen things, be there to serve the Liberian. And yeah, thank you. Your suggestions is well taken. And I'm seeing again, just about 3 minutes ago, I'm seeing police officers are carrying another fellow here, and I'm seeing alleged criminal caught at the Ministry of Labor trying to steal from federal offices. Hey God, they problem here. What here? Oh Jesus Christ! We have fishing net. You open this side or this area like this, and this country deserves, mind you, on the 26th of July, 25 days from now, Liberia will be another year older. Then why are we not learning? Why are we not improving? Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead.
I've been so constrained on this. You say this decision was something like that money. My issue has to do with the Minister of Labor, and that has to do with he needs to get on his feet, not to rely on people, because his reputation matters.
Yeah, and there's a reason why folks are saying the LCC need to take charge of the matter to carry out full-scale investigation. Let them know the truth, whether this is true about the minister or not, because his name is involved.
Yeah, that's character. I know him personally, but then I was saying today I want to cry myself. When it comes to labor, do not rely on people when it comes to job. My name is James D. Widow. Now I call you from Faculty Junction, so specific. Let the minister get on his feet. I hope he is listening to the radio so that he will give things and come on his air and make his back and get yourself on his feet and monitor what is putting, because it's alarming.
Okay.
We are fighting for people in there.
Okay. Good afternoon. You're right.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. This is Sam. We are coming from a Louisiana end. Let's speak on two issues quickly. The first issue has to do with the labor ministry. The first time was the labor minister raised more money from West and Bay and what have you. The first thing I said, wow, my brother, you must be in trouble. Because the core issue of that ministry is not to raise money to see how better your great policies that will enable Nigerians and other foreign nationals also for Nigerian first. So for the minister and after the state, they raise more money from West Bay and tell that we're in trouble. And then we say this over and over. We have a president that is not listening. This woman noise and they coming on a daily basis. The money right. Getting partner was a get free to be and they get it to me and like they get it to me. I think it's wrong and we need to act quickly. The issue I have to do with the justices out there when they're as the new chief justice. And then sometimes consistency matter. I let the owner base such as the president at the time was the first justice to establish and get clarity on the ruling of the Supreme Court when it came to the House matter. But later we all voted for the ruling party most of the time, Kool. He said it was a liquor store. Then they where the credibility comes in. After he made the verification, the profile bill the information. The three men who said the poor rule in favor of the minority, he came back, he said it. He said it. So we hope he will be consented and turn around because he can't take this to today. The other folks can start today. You have a dissenting opinion. You have not been credibility to his skill.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thanks for your contribution here. It is important too, but also that's the choice of the president. He said, Associate Justice Yamin Kugwese go there and serve this time around as a Chief Justice. So he been given the position. I will take 2 more courts and call it a day. I got to go. Time is pressing on me. Yeah. Let me say welcome to all of you. Thanks to all of the folks who have joined us in our live. Thanks to all of the folks who have come to join on the radio, on our online radio. We say thank you. It's been so wonderful. Thanks to everybody. But you know, it's good when these things happen. People who are accused are presumed innocent. So the folks are saying, why not the LCC take charge of the matter and carry on a full-scale investigation? To know. It's important. There are people who don't continue to carry the allegation, oh yeah, that's true, oh yeah, no. But when the investigation is done, the person will tell the fact whether the person did it or not, and the person be set free, or Liberians be given an opportunity to get jobs that they can serve their country. It's been so much wonderful with all of you today. I'm here with T. Nicholas Barkley. Until tomorrow, the 2nd of July, May we edition, be with me. Until then, I am a humble servant, the ambassador. Good afternoon.
But you know that what was said first as a family, and when at the time I tell you if they died, we're not talking about, I mean, we were 5 brothers. As the Kizzy people, I'm the 5th. His father came right after me. So today I'm the only one left. But even